When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's what I try to do. Not always the easiest. Sometimes that lemonade is a little hard to conjure up, but it can happen. What? Wait a minute. What's this? The mountain bike is actually on a kickstand. OMG. Yes, it is. I found a way to get it to fit. Remember, as we went through last time, the kickstand itself and the bolts provided just weren't long enough to reach across my swing arm. So what I did is got some smaller metric bolts, I think you would call these, and nuts, and I've put them through. Their head fits very nicely in the countersink that Rock Brothers has on their kickstand. I don't use their pre-thread on the back of the casting here. I assume that's a casting. What I do is I use a nut and washer to fasten them down on the backside. And ladies and gentlemen, it works. And I've extended the kickstand arm down because this is a taller bicycle and it needs that arm to be extended downward. I'm going to go ahead and put this last one on there. I don't think there's any way really easily that I can show you that in process. But I will show you when it's on the bike and when I ride it around and put the kickstand down. But hey, we made some lemonade. Cool, right? Ooh. Told you this stuff was important. So not too sure how well this will show up on video, but here's the bolt I'm using. It's an M5 40 millimeter 0.08 or 0.8 head, and it does fit really nicely into that countersink as provided by Rock Brothers. And I'm going to use a nut and washer on the other side. Here's where it's going to be hard to see. We'll run that down. Got that in there semi-tight. Got the 4 millimeter wrench. It just so happens that a 5/16 will grab the backside of that nut. So we'll just reach in and grab it like so. And I'll put that 4 millimeter Allen on it. And remember, righty-tighty. And we'll just tighten that thing down. And there you have it. I'm going to run these down all around now. You have to be uniform when you tighten these to make sure they're all at a similar tension. Yeah, that had loosened up a little bit. Tighten that one down. No torque setting. And there they are on. Okay, so I'm going to take it outside and do a little riding on it now. Told you, lemonade from lemon. Okay, first thing we do is a little walk around test, make sure that those bolts I put in are not making contact with anything that might impede the wheel from turning. That could be disastrous, right? Okay, and we bring it back, and then we're going to kick this down a couple of times, see how steady it is. Yeah, it seems fairly steady. Not the steadiest, but it's going to work for this. Now, just so you know, I don't plan on keeping this installed the whole time. I'm going to use this on rides where I need to park the bike and don't necessarily want to lean it against a wall. There you go. Lemonade from lemons. It's working. So it's a keeper. I'll give you my final thoughts in a moment. Oh, all right. Final thoughts on the Rock Bros Kickstand aftermarket accessory, particularly as it fits on the Cube. I'm not aware of how it'll work with other eMountain bikes. It's a well-designed piece of adaptable gear. It will help you. Many mountain bikes don't come with kickstands, and it's convenient to have one so that you can park the bike. I am not particularly in favor of how they configured it with pre-tapped threads on the backside holder there, because that indicates that you've got to have a very specific length or a very specific part to widen and tighten them up. And I don't think that's necessarily universally true. I don't know if there's a design standard for how thick or wide a swing arm should be, but obviously it didn't work out exactly right for me. I would just as soon see them not tap those holes, provide a smooth hole on the other side, and allow you to use a bolt and perhaps a lock washer would be better than just a standard washer there. But it works, it's lightweight, it's not going to affect the operation of the bicycle, I suppose, particularly for the way I ride it, and it'll get accomplished what I want to get done, and that is allow me to ride just around locally, and when I want to hop off and not have to put it against a post or a pole or a wall to set it up with a kickstand. So there you have it, the whole journey. By the way, what should have been a 15-minute cruise took about 2 days. So you never know what you're getting into. But remember, lemonade, make lemons. All right. Talk to you later.